Howdy folks, Effing Controller here. We are playing more Betrayal at Krondor, and we're spinning around giddily. Look at us go. Where are we? That was genuinely disorienting. I don't know where we are. Let's take a look at the map. We are in Sloop, I think. Yeah, this is Sloop. And then we want to go to Romney, which is over here. Okay, so it's to the northeast-ish. We'll go northeast-ish. We're gonna enter Romney. That means a couple of things relating to a certain presidential candidate from 2012. Ha ha ha. Ha. Okay, so I'm gonna go through this forest real quick. Let's see if I can find some treasure before what I expect will be some kind of story-defining event in Romney, because we've been kind of building up to it. We've been finding these seals. We've been talking about the crawler, who appears to be kind of organizing all the bandits in the area to cause trouble, and he seems to be operating out of Romney. Lots of funk going on, for lack of a better term. There is a better term, but I just don't want to think about it. Thinking is hard. Kind of wandering around in the trees a little bit. I'm wanting to kind of rest up, though. Oh, drat. Well, I'm going to rest up. I wanted to rest up, but I'm looking around a little bit because I think that the chapter's probably going to end at Romney, since that was our stated goal. We also have somebody that we're supposed to meet there, as I recall, as well. But in any event... Yeah, I know. I would like to rest. Well, there you go. Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, well, there's so far nothing. Just a bunch of goddamn trees. There's a building. Or a building right over there. Oh, there's another one. Shit. Let's go to this one. It's off the beaten path a little bit. A nice, stately cottage. There was something very strange about the house. James couldn't put his finger on it, but the house had a dreamlike feel. Or was it a nightmare? He barely remembered knocking on the door, but he was sure no one had answered. Okay, well that's creepy. And there's a thing behind it. Perhaps it is a box full of nightmares. Let's have you cast your spell. Cast your dancing spell my way. There we go. Oh, well, no need. No need for such caution. We have a Mordell box. Everyone loves them. They go up white, but come down yellow and white. What? It's not stars or the sun. I'm thinking of things going up. Oh, for Christ's sakes, right off the bat. Give me your taunts. They go up white. Come down yellow and white. Rigs! I don't know what that even means. Togs? No. Oh, yeah, it's eggs. That's kind of weird. I guess that the riddle is that you throw eggs up and they're white, but then they come down and they're both. Whoa, what is this? A rapier. To suit our rapier wit. Within the kingdom, the rapier was considered the weapon of experts and fools. Oh, well, it's gonna go to you. Smaller bladed than classical broadswords, it demanded a great deal of skill and concentration to use. Oh, maybe it shouldn't go to you then, because you suck! Its primary strategy depending on the sharpened point rather than on its hacking edge. You get to have that. Can you take that? You get to take that then. And that's a scroll. The Fetters of Rhyme. The Rhymers of Fetters. And a lot of gold. Hey, alright. Cool. You can read this. So, Fetters of Rhyme. What does this do? What does this do? It is in the same category as Flame Cast, so I'm assuming it is an attack spell, which is good. No, I don't care about that. Within the game, 25, 20 plus skill for the accuracy. How about we look at you? Oh, well then. Uh-huh. Well, this is kind of an upgrade. It appears to be blessed. Gets plus 15% damage. Well, why don't we have Gorath here? I don't know why I was looking at that. There's no skill that pertains to what I was thinking. You get to wear that. Now wait, this has also got a blessing of some kind, but it doesn't show anything. Well, marvelous. Thrusts are easier to hit than swings, though, so that might be worth noting there. So I have noted it, I guess. Let's go into this place. James pushed the door open as he passed through. He noted the lack of a door latch. A sign the inn was likely chartered by the local lord, who, to ensure the safety of travelers, hopefully it would also mean the inn's furnishings would be suitable. The nameless hideaway. Oh, well, that sounds just comfy as could be. This place doesn't even have a name. It's that comfortable. Alright, except for a thin strip of floor that led between the door, the counter, and the stairs, a great cowl of dust coated the inn's fixtures. The patrons of the inn seemed similarly stagnant as they glanced up lazily from their mugs of ale and brandy. Well, we will bard. 42, okay. Barmaid. Anything I can, like, steal, or... Oh, this is the drunk guy. He doesn't do anything interesting. This is the knife guy. You call that a knife? Okay, well, we'll just stay in the inn. We do need to heal. Wait, I didn't even see what the price was. 3 sovereigns. Oh my god, yes, please. I will sleep there until I die. Yeah, we'll be fine with that. Just looking at people's things. Not in that sense. Ha ha ha. We're done here, I think. Just think it's about time we go to Romney then. Closer we creep through the woods and so on and so forth. I would like to get into combat so I can try out that rapier, but Owyn was whistling, suddenly aware his traveling companion had grown irrepressibly cheerful over the last few miles. Gorath turned and favored the squire with an inquisitive stare. Why this sudden lift in your spirits? Unless I'm mistaken, we're heading towards my uncle Corvallis. Corvallis' estates in Cabal Keep. Assuming we keep heading this way, we are going that direction, aren't we? No, we're not. Where is that? I'm assuming that's in a different area altogether. Yeah. I think that this is a different part of Midkemia. We're not going to go that way. Well, obviously it is a different area of Midkemia because Owyn favored us with the dialogue to indicate that to be the case. And this is, I'm assuming, Romney. Romney. Because you never know. There's a pirate. I want to stab him. Stab him right in his pirate ass. The enemy was not surprised. Well, shucks. Shuckity fuckity. Oh. Hi. Okay then. How about we try the fetters of rhyme? Freezes opponents. Like the look of this guy. This guy's easier to hit. Did not matter. Okay. You get to get stabbed. Ooh, his accuracy is 80 on that. That's the key thing, I think, for that particular weapon. It is ferociously accurate. But that hurts so much. That is just hilarious. Shot, idiot. Well, Owyn didn't get to hit anybody with a spell, but that's okay. We've killed multiple pirates. And we get restoratives. That's actually really handy. Do you have restoratives? We all have restoratives. You don't! You naughty boy. Shiny. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, boss. Thanks for parking outside of my house while I'm regaling my viewers with a wonderful episode of Betrayal at Krondor. That is really, really appreciated. Just hanging out. What? I don't know what that was about. You get those. Or that. And finally, 6 gold. Okay. This is south of here. I didn't know that we... No. Ah. I actually see where we are. Oh, I guess Romney is to the south, okay. Just a little bit confused geographically there. Sorry, guys. Well, this must take us to Romney. Okay. Oh. The way ahead was blocked. From among the men who were guarding the bridge, a man stepped forward to confront them. He was a troll. Oh. Mitchell Waylander. The mustachioed, well-coiffed, blue-suited man of my dreams. The city of Romney is sealed at the moment to all but the citizens and those who are members of the Glazers Guild. Do you have one of our seals? Why, yes. Why is a guild in charge of the city? The constabulary were all killed in the uprising by the River Pullers Guild. Ugh. Sounds like dirty work. And no one else in any authority was left alive to administrate. When I was approached to take command, I decided that I would use my men in the guild to help maintain order until such a time the Duke was able to arrive from his estates. Now, this is a little bit weird, because we found those seals under dubious circumstances, indicating that perhaps the Glazers Guild is not a guild of good repute. Perhaps they are nefarious men of bitter hearts. They're bad guys. Makes some sort of sense. Not really. Where can we find the king's men from Bostira? They'll be holding up in the Black Sheep Tavern for a celebration of some kind. Oh, well, it's perfect time for something like that. I believe I heard one of them say they found something they were looking for. I'm not sure what it's all about. What's he holding? I wonder what that is. Is it a pen? Or is it a riding crop? Who can say? I think that may mean good news for us as well. Good night, Reeve. We're on our way into Romney. How do you know that he's a Reeve? Maybe he's a Steve. Following the river-like course of the small, dusty road, James saw that it flowed around several small hills, descending eventually toward the large town. Romney, he said. Do you think we should go in for supplies? Well, yeah. We should go there for supplies and exposition. Known as the City of Guilds, Romney's cobblestone streets were knotted. Knotted, I say! A labyrinth of closes and wines. Is this a reference to Edinburgh? Isn't that what they call the little alleys that are... Or is that just a thing that isn't exclusive to there? I don't know. Anyways. Some Scottish person is going to stumble upon this in, like, 3 years and say... I'm not even going to try to do a Scottish accent. I don't even know what to say. But in anyways, they'll be Scottish and angry. Closes and wines, often leading... This music is... weird. Often leading nowhere, or into blind alleys populated by disreputable-looking drinking establishments. Only the dark main street called the Murky Mile seemed at all inviting to visitors to a strange town. Possessive S? Not right. You guys care, I know. The water was fresh, sipping down several... Okay, we just drank water. Thrilling developments here in Romney. We are drinking things. I'm just kind of looking around, just scoping things out. Seeing what's going on here. Let's go to the shop. The port exchange. No, no, I want... Oh, I can repair things. Fascinating. But we will sell that. And I'm a little bit... I like this thing. It's extremely accurate, and it does a good amount of damage, more so than this thing's thrust. So I think I'm actually going to sell it. And this thing, why do I have this? Get out of there. I don't even remember why I had that. Hopefully it wasn't for anything important. If it was, it's way too late now. Let's strip you guys nude. Just for the hell of it. Might as well, you know, get naked in the shop. That's how we do. Alright. And then... our rapier is already well honed. You don't buy potions because you're dumb. You suck. You're terrible. Okay. Okay. Let's see. You have a tinker in your employ? James asked. Sometimes when he chooses to show up, the shopkeeper said amiably, he can fix nearly anything. Crossbows, armor, swords, you name it. And his work looks like brand new. No, I don't really need to do that. We have a sort of capable armorer and weaponsmith dude in our party. The tavern is where the men of Bastira are, so we're not going to go there yet. We're going to go in here. The meeting hall was full. Assembled in the room were a dozen grizzled-looking men, all seated around a long table, at the head of which sat a young man sporting a goatee. Oh, well, that's trouble. As they entered, a servant quickly pointed them to a bench off to the side, indicating that a meeting of some import was underway. I don't care what Mitchell Waylander may or may not be doing, the bearded man said sternly. I am the Duke of Romney, and you will do as I request, else I will call up others from Bastira. Do you really wish to call King Liam's attention to this matter? Unsettled by the vigor with which the young Duke made his point, the various guild leaders shifted in their seats. One, a tremendously overweight man whose clothes tested their seams, leaned forward, careful not to spark too much of a response.
It is entirely possible that the leader of the river police was assassinated by the leader of the other guilds here. It's even possible he sits in this room with us.
If you have someone in mind, Botho, why don't you... Fatso, haha, why don't you simply come out with a name, another man replied, leaning across the table to grab the obese guildmaster's shirt, and failing to do so, his hands unable to gain grasp due to the immense amount of gravy on the shirt. Talk, you overweight cat's innard. And a hush fell over the crowd at the startling, just startling lack of bite to that particular insult, and also to my commentary. Anyways, enough slamming down the tankard of ale which sat at his right hand. The Duke turned his piercing blue eyes on all who assembled. I want peace on the Romney, and I wish it today. The fact that the Ironmongers Guild will not come to a negotiations table is irrelevant. If I hear another word of a possible uprising in Romney, I swear to you I shall make each and every one of you pay for it. Having heard enough of the heated words in the chamber, James turned and whispered to his companions. If Arutha were here, he'd have this lot at the gibbet for even thinking of open rebellion. The fact of the matter is that Prince Arutha is not here, the Duke replied tersely, evidently having overheard the whispering, and I will not deal so cavalierly with those who are as much my family as my serfs. Oh, okay. Snapping his fingers, he motioned to a pair of guards who stood mute before him. Sergeant Yearly, see to it that these gentlemen are let out, seeing as how they yearn to get to a part of the world where Prince Arutha rules. Well, we knew that things were kind of going a little bit sidewise here. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's go to the tavern. Oh. Even as they threw the door open, James bit back the impulse to vomit. Oh, everybody is dead. Kingdom soldiers lay scattered about the room, each lying in his own coagulating pool of blood. Nowhere did there appear to be anyone untouched by murderous hands. And even the loot is broken. Oh! Tragedy. Yeah, this is quite a scene. Yeah, somebody left their axe, too. How sad. How sad. Oh, chapter 3. Spyglass and the Spider. The coppery smell of burning flesh filled the air. Embers leapt from the funeral pyre into the growing dusk, joined the winking points of light that would later become a blaze of crystalline stars. Around the flames, villagers gathered in dark clots, their faces overwritten with blank, unreadable expressions. Like moths to a candle, they drifted near and mourned and fought and sniffed. Like moths. Have you ever heard a moth sniff? It is the saddest sound in the world. They had come to watch the flames feed. Gorath's fathomless green eyes nippitated in the firelight as he turned and gazed at Owyn, who flinched uncomfortably at his side, owing to the intensity of his fathomless green eyes, I'm sure. There can be no uneasier sleep than a warrior murdered in his cups, Gorath said, his voice only slightly louder than the spitting hiss of scorched bone. They nipped at the heels of the Nighthawks, be certain of that. So you think we're getting close, Owyn asked? Jesus Christ, are you serious? Do you think that this is somehow meaningful? My fucking God, Owyn. Are you... Gorath began to speak, but his words congealed on his lips as his eyes locked with the burning gaze of Senor James. No, more like he couldn't think of a response other than slapping him immediately in the face with a gauntleted hand, knocking him out and throwing him unceremoniously to the ground, then shitting on his senseless forehead and writing on his head dummy with the poop, and then just leaving him there and moving on with his life. That is so fucking dumb. Do you think we're getting close? Do you think that somehow stumbling upon a group of murdered king's men is like a sign that we might be cracking this little riddle that we've stumbled into? Jesus Christ. Owen's back there looking dejected, as he should. James is talking now, though. I have had it with your mysterious half-answers, Mordhell. Oh. This is out of the blue, kind of. Now, for the sake of your continued good health, I want to hear some explanations fast while you were here in Romney, a 6 months before you made your appearance in the Inklindell Pass. Okay, so I think Gorath knew about... Okay, I'm remembering. Gorath Goring. Suddenly this is taking place in Nazi Germany. And I guess it's Goering, but anyways. Ridiculous. Okay, we're going to get to the bottom of this, I guess. Somehow that wasn't as menacing as I think that they wanted it to be. The only explanation, Senor, is that you are mistaken. I have never been south of the Inklindell. What? I thought that he said that he knew... I can't remember exactly what he said at the start of this chapter. I'm sorry for that. I should review the videos, blah, blah, blah. But he said something about how he knew that there was something up here. And I don't... something up, not up here. Something going on here. But I can't remember why he said that. Anyways, James is talking now. While we carried the dead from the Black Sheep Tavern, a tavern boy informed me that a man answering to your description called on the 3 unwholesomes dressed in black, all of whom wore the trademark silver rings of the Nighthawks. He heard them refer to the Mordhell as Gorath. Oh, snap! Oh, snap! It seems that this Mordhell paid a sizable sum of money to those Nighthawks before departing, or enough perhaps to arrange the death of a company of the king's soldiers? What? I like how the fire is just kind of gradually turning into different things. I think it's supposed to be animated. That's just a glitch with the emulated version from our kind benefactors at goodoldgames.com. But I'm glad that it just works at a basic level. Anyways, I'm not reading this at this point. Let's continue. He may well have paid a king's death, but I know nothing of it. I realize it may impress little upon you, but Gorath is a passing common name in the Northlands, and off as not, your kingdom fellow folk have mistaken me for an elf. The barkeeper was likely deceived by enemies of mine. Huh. Really? If I had caused to mislead you or your prince, I would have found a far less convoluted means of confusing the royal sanity. Look elsewhere for your enemies, James. While we may not be friends, I mean you no harm. I'm not convinced, personally. I don't like the sound of this. It's a very strange coincidence that Gorath has business in the south, and that another Mordhel named Gorath was seen doing this. Let's see what James has to say. I shall look where I wish until you are no longer my responsibility. Oh, fair enough. We may not be able to strike at the Nighthawk's stronghold, but if we can locate it, we may still be able to get inside and find the information Prince Arutha needs. The Nighthawks will shun Romney for a time. However bold they may be in their murderous nights, they flee when daylight breaks. No one walks without leaving footprints, and these men are no different. However skilled they may be at assassination, they have never been any good at covering their tracks. Let me see those things you found in the tavern. They are here. They are Cuban cigars, freshly wrapped. Good. Those are our footprints. Of all the items we found on the dead company, both those items seemed conspicuously out of place and may be related in some way to our elusive murderers. But what the fuck are they? We begin our hunt for the Nighthawks with a spider and a spyglass. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, do we want to go back to the tavern? Oh, okay. Well, they cleaned it up real nice. Oh, I like this music now. Oh, it's a fire engine outside. I thought that was part of the song. I thought they were like really making it into like a party anthem there. Okay. Okay, now it's getting weird. It's barred. Thank you. Boom, 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 boom. Very strange stuff going on here. Let's talk to the... Oh, this is a boy. Are you going to take me away? Haha. Are you coming to take me away? Ho ho. Hee hee. Haha. Why should we want to do that? Because when I broke things, Master always told me that someone would come and take me away someplace bad. And someplace dark where they never would feed me, and I'd never get to see the light of day. I knew when all those people got killed in here that someone would come for me and take me to the bad place. You don't have anything to be afraid of, Jason. You didn't kill those men, as far as you know. I don't know. It's not your fault. Master says anybody that stays under our roof is our responsibility, and I was here when they were killed. That means it was my fault. Then you saw the murderers? No, but they come in and told me to leave or they'd hurt me real bad. They didn't tell me what they were going to do. What do the men who told you to leave look like? They were big and they had birds on their chests, like eagles. And they smelled funny, like sometimes the sailors from Kesh smell like flowers. Hawks on their chests. That at least confirms the Nighthawk's involvement. Do you know anything about a spider made of silver or a brass spyglass that one of the men that were killed that night might have carried? It's very important. Think hard. I don't know anything about the spider, but I remember that one of the king's men had a brass tube with little pieces of glass in the ends of it, and I could see things that were far away with it. He said that he and one of the other men had brought it back from Silden. Okay. Did he say where in Silden he got it? No, just in Silden. It's that fucking, the guy that had the trinkets, all the junk, and then James found the Nighthawks signets among them. So the Nighthawks probably heard that they were coming through from that guy and gave him some of their signets for his trouble or something. I don't know. Can you think of anything else? Did anyone else come into the Black Sheep before the murderers? A carrying man brought in some wine from the upside-down keg for the soldiers. That's that place in Silden. Told me it was sent... Is it? Told me it was sent special, but besides that, I can't think of anything. I think that was that place. Thanks, Jason. We may be back later to ask more questions, so don't go anywhere. I think that was the name of the brewery that was in Silden. The gambler shook his head, I'm afraid. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Let's talk to Poop Pants McGee here. Nope. It's not. I like the strange transition the music makes here. slowly becomes more and more menacing. Sweet. Alright, anyways. I'm gonna look around real quick here. There's nothing spectacularly interesting about that. Let's go in here. They were shown into a room. Seated cross-legged in a large wooden chair, Duke Romney was staring at a large lumpy form which was heaped on top of the meeting table, his youngish features obviously clouded by some issue of great concern. "What's under the sheet?" James asked. "Botho Chandler," the Duke replied grimly. "Oh, the fat guy. They found him in the alleyway and have dropped him off here until the undertakers can come for him." "Murdered?" The Duke sighed. "Fortunately, it's no great mystery. He was fighting with the leader of the Millers Guild and got cornered by 3 mercenaries. We have them all in custody. Things have gotten so bad here, they were regularly building a bonfire to burn the bodies from this idiot private war between the guilds." "Any way we can be of assistance?" James asked, taking a glance beneath the sheet of the obese corpse. Why would you do that? You know what... James is such a dummy. He's just... just doesn't inspire a lot of interest in me. "We may be in the area for some while." Drumming his fingers on the table, the Duke stared intently at them. "Actually, you may be of service to me," he said after a thoughtful moment. "If I can convince Arlie Steelsoul to come into negotiations with the rest of the guilds, it's possible I can break this deadlock between them. My father always said that the guilds will follow Mitchell Waylander and Arlie Steelsoul whichever way they go, but unfortunately Mitchell is too intertwined in the origins of this problem for me to use him effectively." "Okay. Where do we fit into this?" James asked. "You're neutral," he replied, gaining his feet. "You were born outside of Romney, and you have no connections to the guilds. I'm right about that, aren't I?" Quickly, an anxious look flickered in his eyes, but quickly vanished as he noticed that James was shaking his head. "Excellent. My point being, as the Duke, the guilds might view a private meeting between myself and Arlie as unfair negotiation. They have to believe that he is coming to the negotiation table of his own free will, and believe me, they will be watching my movements for a while. So you want us to find this Arlie Steelsoul fellow and convince him to come and negotiate with the rest of the guilds, is that it?" "Just so," the Duke replied. "You will find that he has a small house to the west and south of here." "Oh, that's strange. I think we went there and it was the weird nightmare house. I would advise you, though, he is a paranoid man. He keeps himself well guarded, and there may be some danger involved. I will reward you for your efforts, of course." "That's all right," James said with a smile, heading towards the door. "We're used to danger." "Oh, you unbelievable badass." All right. Nothing else here. So we're gonna get ready to go. Everybody's got some levels. Nice. Nifty. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna stop things here. We're starting chapter 3, apparently. Ominously titled "The Spider and the Spyglass." Oh my! Is that the spider? That's the spider? With the exception of its carnelian-tinged fangs, the miniature spider glinted a deadly silver hue. On its underbelly, a long, shallow groove bisected its length and passed between its fangs. A groove through which a sword blade or an arrow point could easily be passed. Wonder if it can be used to hone weapons. Flipping the ornate miniature groove over, James slid his sword blade through the groove which had been incised into the spider's belly. While there was no fluid visible on the small channel, his blade now dripped with a green venom. Oh. Saucy. Okay, well, I just poisoned my weapon. That's neat. A relatively simple device, the spyglass was a cylinder of brass fitted with a large glass lens on one end and another. On both ends would be a good way of putting that. Smaller lens on the opposite end. With another smaller lens on the opposite end. Okay. Whatever. While spyglasses were used to spot distant objects, James suspected this one had been rendered useless by the cracks in the larger lens. Undaunted by the spyglass's cracked lenses, James raised the nautical tool to his eye and looked through it. While visually he could see nothing, it was almost as if he saw something beyond the world before him. By some facility, he was able to see objects that were hidden from his view. Crazy! Hey. Okay, I'm going to go check that out before I wind things up, because that, coupled with the sound effect, I have to go check it out. It's to the west, though. That would be productive. Jimmy, Jimmy, what are you doing, Jimmy? Jimmy, put the spyglass to your eye. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, there's a nighthawk. It's a ninja. Ninja babies. Spare thy eyes. Spare thy eyes. Didn't work. Ow. Crap, 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 crap. Crap, 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 crappity crap, crap, crap. Let's go over here. Come on. Oh, you lummox. You big dumb idiot. Go over here. Let's see if we can team up on this guy. Have Owyn run around like Benny Hill. Excellent. Ow. There you go. Owyn's helping. My god. What a development. Can I have you attack from over here? Fuck. Team effort! Go team! Go team destruction! Yes! Good. Well, this is turning into a little bit of a situation, isn't it? There should be 2 bodies. I'm no forensic scientist, but I think when you kill 2 people, there's 2 bodies. Okay. I thought it was to the west. Look at this thing. Mostly to hear the sound effect again. It's kind of fun. I don't know why I like that. I'm a big dork. No, 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 no. Bump, bump, bump. What am I bumping into? Oh, the river. Well, that's not that interesting. So that building is the red dot. Well, okay, well, we've learned how that little mechanic works, I guess, for next time. I think I will wind things up, though, for tonight. This has been Effing Controller, playing Betrayal at Krondor, starting Chapter 3. I'm looking forward to continuing on with this with you, the dear viewer, who is watching this right now. I will see you guys later.